Yo, so what is up, my broskies? My name is Lupus, and today I have another Battlefield talk for you guys. And I'm not going to be giving you guys any information this time, but I'm going to rather talk about some things that I would like to see in upcoming Battlefields after Battlefield 4. I know Battlefield 4 hasn't come out yet, and I know it's a little early to speculate about this, but I really would like to go ahead and get my ideas out there because who knows, maybe they could add them to Battlefield 3. I don't know, but probably we will see some of this stuff within Battlefield 5, Bad Company 3, whichever game comes out next. And I just want to spit my ideas at you guys and see what you guys thought. And if you form ideas during this, or you already have some ideas that you had before, be sure to leave them in the comment section below because I would love to see your guys' ideas and decide whether I agree or disagree with them and how I could further tweak those ideas to something that I think would be absolutely amazing. So let's go ahead and get started. In Battlefield 4, everybody knows they have added the new thing, Levolution, which I think is amazing. It is going to be revolutionary and levolutionary, but it's going to be something great to see in an upcoming video game. And I think the next step would be a living environment. And they say dynamic maps are basically living environments, but that's not exactly what I mean by that. And I want to kind of paint a picture of what exactly I mean whenever I say a living environment. So to do that, I want to first explain the difference between it and Levolution and what is going to happen with Levolution. So after a few months of us playing Battlefield 4, we're going to get used to those Levolution events. We're going to get used to what's going to happen. We know what's going to happen. We're not going to be surprised when it happens. We just don't know exactly what time it's going to happen because it's up to us to make it happen. And I think that's a great idea, but we're going to get used to it after a while. We're not going to be surprised by it. We're probably not going to die by the building falling unless we purposely do it or we just are retarded. And we're going to, be used to it. And I wanted to give an idea of that. They're saying they're going to bring back Operation Metro as well as some other past Battlefield 3 maps to Battlefield 4 so that we can see them in a new revised version with Levolution incorporated. And so, some ideas that I can spit out there about Operation Metro's Levolution possibilities could be maybe you can drop the ceiling and then start traveling up above, like above the Metro in the city. Or maybe you can blow out some tunnels within the Metro and it will, let you flank the enemy and plant the objectives and stuff like that. But what's going to end up happening is, like I said, after a couple months of playing, people are going to be used to that. And the defenders are going to know that the attackers are going to blow out this hole right here. And they're going to try and flank us. How about we sit here and wait for them to blow out that hole and come for us? And, that's going to end up having people camping and waiting for you in areas that they know is going to be levolutionized or something like that. And that's where living environments would come in. This is something that I would love to see happen because of the, it would reduce camping in a sense because people don't know what to expect. And if they sit in this corner, they could possibly die. They don't even know. And here's some examples of living environments whenever I say that. So let's say they have this tunnel blow out this game. The next game you can't blow out that tunnel, but you can blow out this tunnel and flank your enemy. And they might be camping at the other tunnel because they think you're going to come there just like you did last game, but in reality you're going to be coming over here because there's completely different tunnels. And there could be all kinds of things. And if we want to incorporate that into Siege of Shanghai, maybe this game, the main building falls down. Maybe this game, these two buildings fall down. Maybe this game, only this one way over here falls down. Maybe this game, every single one of the buildings falls down. Maybe stuff like that could happen. It would be a randomized event. I think that would be amazing. It's not that far off. It's not far-fetched. And it's not impossible. All they would have to do is take the destruction and everything from Levolution that they have in Frostbite 3 and just add it to a randomized list where every time you start a game, it will go through the randomized list in the loading screen, and then it will decide what events can possibly happen within the game according to the players' reactions and the way they play, and what will not happen this game. And maybe, every 10 games you might see the same thing happen. And, that would add a lot of variety, and you wouldn't see the same thing happen any multiple games in a row because it would be like every 10 games, and that would be so many different explosions, so many different Levolution things happening, and that would be amazing. I know you guys are probably thinking, wow, that is a great idea. And to me, I think it's going to, if they could ever incorporate that into a future Battlefield game, that would be absolutely amazing. And another really cool thing that I thought about, which is a lot smaller than that, it's not quite as big of scale, it's about animations that they could possibly add in a future Battlefield, and the ones I'm thinking of are the ones when you get into a vehicle. Maybe when you get in a tank, you jump up on top of it, open the hatch, and drop down in it. It's a 2-second animation, but it would be beautiful. It would add that new sense of realism. And Battlefield has always strived for realism. They may not be the hardcore military simulator, and they still do have that arcade shooter type sense to them, but they always have that visual realism, that sound realism. Everything that they add in there has a sense of realism with a small sense of fun and arcadeness to it. And I think adding those animations would be epic. Maybe you jump into your helicopter and then you have to flick the switches and then you start going up in the air. Maybe you get into the Jeep, you turn on the key, turn over the engine, and then you start off driving. That would be some really cool animations. Some people might complain, "Oh, I don't have the time to get inside of the vehicle before somebody kills me." Well, maybe you shouldn't have tried to jump in the vehicle and take off. I don't know. But in real life, if you're trying to jump into a tank and you're getting shot at, you're going to want to get in there faster. And it's realism. You're going to have to deal with it. And to be honest, the animations don't have to be that long. They don't have to be long and drawn out. They can just be like 2-second animations. How hard is it to have a little 2-second animation where you jump up on the tank, open the hatch, and drop down in it? That would be so fast. It wouldn't even matter. The time that happens is the time it takes you to have that little black screen in between the time when you're on the ground and when you're inside of the tank, as it is now. So I think those would be some really cool animations. It's not like a big deal. If they don't add them, they don't add them. But it would still be cool. I think that would be a really cool addition to Battlefield in the future. And that's really it for this video, guys. I can't really think of anything else that I would like to see. There's a lot of things that I would like to see, of course. But besides those two things right there, that's all I have on my mind right now that I wanted to share with you guys. So I hope you guys did like this video. If you did, be sure to smack that like button. And if you'd like to see more great content, go ahead and subscribe. Leave your comment down below telling me what your ideas would be for a future Battlefield 4 or Battlefield game. Thank you guys for watching. Peace.